Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu. I have not been on in a few minutes. It's been a few days. I hope everybody's had a wonderful weekend. It's nighttime here, as you can see through the window. But I wanted to hop on and show some things that I've been working on. Some you may have already seen, and if you have, I apologize. I have been working on doing the messy bun hats. And at first, I really didn't like them, but they've grown on me. This one is special ordered. This one is for, I call her my niece. Her daddy was raised like my brother, so she is in real estate. She used to be a beautician, and I think she still may cut hair. She used to cut this. I need to get her on my hair. I've been out walking, so I look a hot mess. But I'm putting this over here so I won't forget that that's who that's for. This is made for a little guy that goes to Bible study where my son attends, and his colors were white, black, and blue. And so I made him a beanie. I'm keeping those separate. Here is another messy bun. Now, I've not put a tag on this one. This one was the first one I made. And I'm real pleased with it. I probably should have come down another couple of rows like I did on the black one. But let me move this over here because I can't tell if I'm, and forgive the table. I've still got stuff there that I've been working on. But they're really growing on me. At first I thought, this is like making an actual beanie. You just leave a hole in the top. And you work almost as many rows. I mean, I don't remember how many rows this is. I'm not gonna count out loud. But there's several rows in it. I mean, basically all I done was left the top out and then a few rows at the bottom and I would have had a beanie. But that's okay. I'm enjoying making them because, you know, a lot of girls that want to keep their hair pulled up in a ponytail. And that's like my little niece. She shows real estate, and so she'll need that for this winter. This hat was special ordered, but the girl never did come and pick it up. And that's okay. A lot of people will get a lot of beanies for Christmas. But I love the colors. It's navy and red and white. Or this is black and white and red. The lighting in here. And I've got my little lamp. My sweet little cousin brought me that the other day with some, I call them wig heads. And one is just cute as she can be. She's got hair and she had her little scarf and sunglasses. I call her Marge. She's resting tonight, so. But this was the other one that went with this order. But like I said, she didn't come and get them. So I just thought this one was cute. This one is the navy and the orange, and I think it's so cute. And I love the way the stitching showed up down here on this when I done the front post and the double crochet. This one, I done front post double crochet and back post double crochet all the way around. And I really like that stitch just as much as I did the front post and the double. Front post and the double. I like the front post, back post better. I really do. This is the first men's beanie I made to sell. Now I made one earlier that had the slouch to it. But this is the first actual men's beanie that I made to actually sell. I've made my son some and I'm working on his. And then here is, I think I've shown this one before. This is Know Me hat. That's the Christmas hat with the little pom-pom. And I'm just loving it. This is called pink, but it's more of a, I guess, a hot pink. But I love that color. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. And now I'm working on my son a scarf. He didn't really want the ribbing, but I'm loving this colorway. It is Hobby Lobby, and I love Hobby Lobby. He bought me a whole bunch of yarn a couple of weeks ago, and I'm keeping it right here on the back of the couch. So occasionally in some of my videos you may see it, but I love looking at it. I'm addicted to yarn. This is one of the cakes that he bought, and it is in the color, let me take my glasses off so I can pull them down. It's in the colorway Color by Numbers, and it's Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel, and I love it. I absolutely love this. It is 355 yards, and I can't read all that other writing. It's nighttime and I don't have my readers on, but I love this colorway. It's got the kind of the light sage green, I would call it, and the rest, and the burnt orange, and I just love this colorway. And I love how it's looking on his scarf. Like I said, he didn't really want the ribbing and all that. So by the time I get to the other end, I'm gonna ask him, you know, and I may put a couple of rows, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows to the top before the end, and do maybe a couple of rows of the ribbing or something. But that's what I've been up to. We've had some electrical work done here at the house, and so thank the Lord. The sweetest little guy came today, worked on Sunday to work in the dining room and to redo some wiring. And you hear the Bostons. Like I said, we've been out for a walk. We just come in, and they're not worn out. I'm worn out. They're not. My knees are sore. I'm tired. And I'm thinking, they're just wild. They are wild, but that's okay. That's what they're for. Yeah, I've just been busy doing little special orders here and there. And they've got a sock. Come here. Come here. They have their daddy's sock. No, no. No, no. No, no. They're just looking like, uh-oh. Nanny said, no, no. But we had the electrical wiring done today. So that's all ready. Now we need sheetrock put up. So once that gets done, we can start kind of putting things together, like my son wants them in his dining room, and I'll be so happy for him to get all that done. I know it's hard on him coming home, and there's still so much work here in the house that needs to be done, and he's, you know, he's so busy working all the time, and it's things I can't do. So we're just basically waiting. You know how it is. You're at everybody else's mercy. And so that's what's been going on here. Yesterday, Saturday, I really didn't do much of anything. I just hung out here at the house. Friday night, I did get to go to a CrossFit event with my son. And I was so excited. I hadn't been, it's been about 4 years, I'm thinking. Maybe 5 since I've been. He said about 5, so I guess so. I went to the first, it was a fundraiser event. And so I went the other night, and it was a lot of fun. I got to go in the coffee shop. I done real good. I didn't buy a whole lot of coffee. I bought a cup of coffee. But I have ordered this new sauce. I will have to show it in another video. I'm not sure if it's for ice cream or what, but it's called Skinny Espresso. I could eat the whole bottle. The only thing is I'm not sure about the caffeine content, so I've got to look at that. But I'll show that in a future video. But I've been putting it in my coffee, and it is so delicious. It's chocolate and espresso. So I'm afraid that there's probably a lot of caffeine in it. But it was so good. And what I was doing was I was looking for the pumpkin spice syrup to put in my coffee. Because a lot of times when you type in pumpkin spice coffee, it's higher. And that's silly. I mean, I know we're in the season for pumpkin spice, but don't raise the prices on me, people. Please don't raise the prices. let me have them at a good, decent price. But I was just so shocked. I think my camera got moved around in some of the crossfire a few minutes ago. Oh, I'm hoping they'll wind down and sleep good through the night, but it's still early. It's been a long day. We've been up early getting prepared for the little electrician, and he was the sweetest little guy. He was just so precious, and he worked the entire time. We had a group that came back in the summer, and I wanted to thump their heads. I mean, I really did. I don't get really aggravated until here recently. I don't know, people just do not want to work. And we hired this crew. My son hired them to come in. First of all, it was weeks and weeks. They'd tell him they were going to be here. They wouldn't show up. They wouldn't text. They wouldn't call. So then finally they text and said, we'll be there such and such. So we were both like, you know, it's kind of 50-50. They could show up. They couldn't show up. You know, don't get our hopes up. They finally came and they did some of the work. Came back another day, came late, left after about 30-45 minutes, was gone about an hour and a half, come back, and then left again in about another hour. So they, you know, it was just kind of hit or miss. Then they were going to come back and finish the job. We have some spotlights to put up, but they didn't do it. So they were supposed to finish the dining room. They started and didn't do what they were supposed to do. And it's been a mess. And I felt so bad for my son because, you know, he works sometimes till late at night. And the other night, Friday night, after he brought me home from the CrossFit, he had to go back to that same town and pressure wash a parking lot for a business that didn't close till 10 o'clock. So, I mean, some nights it's, you know, he gets in 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Then he has to go back and start again because, you know, that's his business. That's what he does. So I was so excited to get that done today. I was excited to get to go to the CrossFit event Friday night, and I did get to go in Hobby Lobby. I did not do a video. We were in a hurry. We had about 40 minutes to shop, and it takes me a few minutes to get in the store, but I was so excited. I pulled out my camera, I think once, and took a picture of some yarn that we wanted. And so I'm hoping when he goes back, it'll be on sale and I can get some to make him another scarf with. But I was so excited. I was so excited. I had to behave because I really didn't need a lot of yarn. But you know how it is. You see all these pretty, and I've left it in a bag way over there. You see all these beautiful colorways and you think, oh, I can make something with that. And then you get it home and you've got one skein. And I'm thinking, that's just gonna start a project. I mean, one skein will usually make a beanie, you know, a hat. Usually it takes a couple, 3 to make a good size scarf. But this scarf, I need to get him to get at least 2 more cakes of that, just because I want it. He's tall, and so I know he's gonna want it to hang lower. So we did not have an earthquake. That was the fur children. If I had their energy, I wouldn't look like this. You know, I'm worn out after the walk. They ran. And then now they're playing and bouncing back and forth, and they're having a good time, so that's okay. But I just wanted to get on and show you what I've been working on and say hello. Hopefully I can get some tutorials worked in this week. And I was looking at a video earlier on some corner-to-corner coasters, and I was so disappointed. I thought it was going to be something that I would really enjoy making because I love to make coasters for gifts. And I want to do some of the cup cozies for Christmas with the coaster that matches or the coordinating color. So I think I'm just going to stick with the round coaster. You know, I've made those for years. So I think I'm just going to do the cup cozies and the coasters, and then do some more beanies and let that be gifts. Oh, I did make one that, and I don't know what I've done with it. It was for my cousin's daughter. She loves unicorns and she loves pink. So I made her one. Oh, and it was so cute. I don't know what I've done with it. I have put it up, I'm sure. Nope. Thank the Lord. Thank you, Lord. I'd never made one like this before, with the swirly thing on the top. But I knew she liked pink, and she loves purple. So I didn't have the variegated, so I mixed pink and purple together and done this, and then I've done a single crochet at the bottom. I almost wish I had done another row of the single crochet, and I may go back and add that. But I remembered the worry worms, and I thought I didn't want a horn that stuck up all the time, so I made her the swirly curly horn. And here again, I made the variegated. I added white and yellow, just so the yellow wasn't so profound. But I thought it really turned out cute. My cousin's wife and her 2 children came by it's Thursday, I guess, and brought me some mannequin heads. So now I've got 5. So this fit the child's mannequin, so I was so excited. But I just wanted to show you what I've been making and say hello, and y'all tune in next time. Like, subscribe, and share my channel, please, please. Thank you. Have a good week. Bye-bye.